Oh, very good day, learners. Welcome to English Literature Point. And today I will start with the series of the literary moments of the Renaissance period. And here, this is the third part, and we'll start with the comedy of humor. Comedy of humor as a genre, it's a genre of a dramatic comedy. And here, this word humor is a Latin word, and it actually means liquid, and it is used in the in the medieval and Renaissance medical theory. So there was a theory during the medieval and Renaissance time, and it is the medical theory. It is related to medicine, medical. And here what this theory says, that a human body usually have a balance of the four liquids, and these four liquids, if they are in a balanced proportion, then in that case a human or the individual is having a healthy mind and a healthy body. Okay, this is actually the thing, that this word humor came from this thing, and from this they have derived the comedy of humor. Okay, and if there is the what I'm trying to say here, that if there is a proportion, balanced proportion, then that a human is healthy. But if there is some excess, or there is some extreme decline of any of the four humor, in that case a person is not considered a healthy person. But if we think it as a comedy, then in that case, if any of the above four humor, there is an excess or there is an extreme decrease of the humor, in that case that becomes a person as a point of comedy. Okay, so this is actually the thing, humor, from where it derived. In literature, if we talk about in a literature, there in a comedy of humor, what happens that here each character, if we talk about the character here, characters usually have a two or more traits. But if there is some overriding trait, or there is a overriding trait in a character, and that trait dominates their personality. Okay, that dominate their personality, their desire and their conduct, that makes a person a point of ridicule. What he's trying to say, that each individual usually have different humors. When there is an excess of the one kind of humor, or that kind of humor or dominate the other kind of humor in a personality, in a person, actually in a person, that thing actually, what it does, it affects his personality, desires and conduct. So this is what he's trying to say. The next thing is that this thing was founded by Aristophanes. Aristophanes was a person who founded this genre. But if we talk about English literature, there is the English playwright Ben Jonson, and there is one more, that is Chapman. These two were the person, they popularized this comedy of humor in the closing year of the 16th century and the later half of the 17th century. And this comedy of humor was combined with the comedy of manners in the Restoration comedy. So in the Restoration comedy, there were two kind of comedies that were combined. One was the comedy of humor, and another was the comedy of manners. This is the thing. The next thing is about the theory of humor. This theory of humor can also be seen in the work of the Ben Jonson, that is Every Man Out of His Humor. Here he explains the same thing, that there are four liquids or humor in a human body, and these fluids, what they does, they affect the temperament of a human or their mental state. And if a person having a balanced proportion of all these four liquids, then that is a normal man. But if there is any excess of one of the above one of the four fluids, and that person is considered abnormal. Here this thing, that the excess of the fluid, what it does, it affects the temperament or the behavior of a person, and that makes a person an object of fun. Okay, and any funny character which is having a one dominant fluid in excess, that makes the character appear funny. Okay, that makes the character appear funny to us. The next thing is about the four fluids. There are four fluids. One is humor of blood. Four fluids are four humor. One is humor of blood. Then there is phlegm, choler. Then there is black bile. If we talk about the blood one, it is the person. Okay, in this, a person is actually a person who is dominated by blood. Blood fluid is excessively optimistic. Then the person having a dominance of phlegm fluid, that person is extremely calm and docile. Then there is a choler, a person having the excess of the choler fluid in the body, that is highly ill-tempered and angry. That person is actually very much angry. Then there is black bile. In that case, a person is extremely melancholic. So this is the thing from where the comedy of humor came. There are four fluids: blood, phlegm, choler, black bile. Any excess of the above four, that makes a person a point of ridicule. And this was actually derived this thing actually taken from the medieval Renaissance medical theory. Okay, so this is it. See you soon in the next video. Till then, take care and bye bye.